I don't really know what kind of mode I'm in with this camera, but it seems to be a wide angle. Let's try it. ColdSteel Magnum Tanto 12. Blade length 12 inches. Got a 14.2 ounce weight. Overall length 17.58. 3/16 of an inch. And VG10 cord sand mire. This is the sheath, the Secure-Ex sheath. Comes in. It's got a strap here. It does not hold the knife in. I think maybe because of the hilt here. I'm not quite sure. I've never seen a Secure-Ex that didn't really hold a knife in. I don't know if somebody else could, tell me in the comments if that's the way they all are. It does have a tiny bit of rattle, but not bad. I mean, very, very little. When you actually put this guard, but it can slide back and forth a tiny bit because really all this is doing is using the friction from the rubber. Get a load of this thing. Well, it looks like it's got a hollow grind on the blade all the way to a flat grind on the tip, compound grind. Kraton material, beautifully polished and finished. You can see that laminate line of the VG10 and the cladding of the stainless steel. You can also see it a little bit. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but you can see it here, the sandwich all the way down. It's a beautiful knife. So I just kind of gave the specs. It's a big knife. They do make a Tanto II, which is a 7.5 inch, I think 7.25 inch cutting blade, and they make a Master Tanto, which is a 6-inch blade. They pretty much all map everywhere I looked. 303.99. But HQ Knife Center, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I got this off of Amazon, $189.99. It is not, a clone or anything. It's the real deal. Now they do make, I'm also interested in these, they do make a Nightfall series, which is very similar profile, if not exact. But it's made with the DLC coated 3V, which is very interesting. I'm going to link in a video for this that Lynn Thompson and company did at his ranch before he sold the company. It was right before. They actually show this knife just going through hell. They're cutting through, I don't know, whatever they do, their pigs, their meat, and those Japanese mats that are supposed to simulate, flesh, and just stabbing it through a car hood, to plywood, everything, and it's just not even phasing it. I'm a ColdSteel, I love ColdSteel. As you can know on this channel, it's very heavily leaning towards ColdSteel and Spyderco. I did kind of panic buy after I found out the company was sold to GSM Outdoors, mostly to these higher end blades. I just haven't gotten around to doing videos of them yet. So here's a quick comparison. Obviously this is the Trailmaster that I did a video on. This is a big knife in itself. So you can see the size of that. This is just your regular run-of-the-mill SRK. This is my beater for the desert, SK5. This is a rather large folder, the SR1, just dwarfs it. And obviously, a Parrot 3 barely even gets past the hilt. What's this knife for? It's purely for fun for me. I don't ever see myself using it as a, especially with the Tanto and the short blade profile. This is more of all around. I mean, even though Bowie is a fighter, you can use this as a camp knife. I've seen guys baton with it just about everything. This thing, you could beat on it, but it's just not designed. It's not going to be a chopper, I mean, even though you could probably use it as a light machete. You know, what am I going to use it for? I think it's just cool to have. You know, do I find myself at the end of Scarface, or, you know, when I'm going to go up against a pack of knife welding machetes, you know, crazed? I doubt it. Just a cool knife. Very well made. So if you're interested in these, they are available. I don't know, you know, everything that ColdSteel does from here on out. I don't know if anybody's watched the stick band videos where the guy's holding the stick. I mean, it seems okay. And they got the guy that's really heavy into ColdSteel. I forget his name. Really seems like a good guy on YouTube. You know, they got him linking now, doing videos with ColdSteel, which is good for him because he supported them for a long time. But, you know, it's a cool knife. It is a little skinny. The handle's a little skinny. You can see it does taper in the middle, but, you know, you're definitely, especially with a big hand like mine, long fingers, you're going to come wrap around and hit yourself. But I don't see it being a problem. This is very sticky material here. You know, I don't see it going anywhere when you're you know, doing stuff with it. So the ColdSteel Magnum Tanto XII VG10 Sanmai. Have a good weekend.